Sit on your mat in a cross-legged posture, relaxing your back, straightening it. Now stack right shin upon the left shin, with right ankle resting just above the left knee and right knee just above left ankle. Stretch your arms forward, placing them on the ground in front of you, walking them towards knee on the top, resting forehead on the knee. Now rise a little up and walk your arms further towards one side, shifting to lateral stretch. Feel the intercostal muscles on the left side opening up as you stretch. Now relax and come back to center. Now we'll be repeating the same stretches onto the other side. First, interchanging our legs. Now stacking your left shin upon right. Again, stretch your arms forward, walking them towards the knee on the top, resting your forehead on the knee and stretching your arms. Now rise a little up, walking your arms towards the one side for the lateral stretch on the other side. Feel the intercostal muscles stretching on the right side. Inhale deeply while you stretch. While exhaling, come back to the center. Now come on to the tabletop pose. Shifting weight onto both your arms and left knee. Raise your right knee and rotate your right knee 5 times in clockwise direction, making circles with your knee. Working on your right hip joint. Now rotate 5 times in anti-clockwise direction. Bringing momentum in your hip joint. Now shift your weight to the right knee and we'll do the same rotations onto the other side. 5 times clockwise and 5 times anti-clockwise. Check that your elbows and wrist are in one straight line. Your arms are not bending forward or backward. Maintaining the tabletop pose while doing the hip rotation. So walk your hands one step forward, sliding upper body forward in between the arms, looking up in cobra pose. Keeping your arms and knees gripped, come to child's pose. You need not sit on your heels completely. Now again slide forward in cobra pose. Stretching up, opening your shoulders up. While inhaling, slide forward, looking up. Now sync it with the breathing. While exhaling, come back to child's pose. Repeat it 2 to 3 times more at your own pace. Now let's do low lunge. Place your right feet in between your arms. Rise up, straightening your back with arms stretched upwards towards the sky. Lift your body towards up. Now relax your arms and place them on the mat. Straighten the right leg in half monkey pose, feeling the stretch in your hamstrings. Again, bend right knee. In low lunge quad stretch, catch the left feet with your right hand, twisting towards the back. Hold the low lunge with normal breathing, looking towards your feet. Release your foot. Let's do few rounds of cat and cow just to warm up our back. Inhale as you arch your back down, looking up. As you exhale, arch your back up, looking down, bringing chin to chest. Few more rounds at your pace. Now let's repeat low lunge stretches onto the other side. Place the left feet in between your arms. Rise up with your arms stretched up towards the sky, looking forward. Now relax your arms, placing them on the mat. Straighten the left leg, feeling the stretch in left hamstring. Now again bend the left leg. Catch your right foot with left hand, twisting towards back in low lunge quad stretch. Release your feet. Now rise up in downward dog. Distributing your weight on both arms and your legs. Straighten your spine, pushing chest towards the thighs. Now raise your left leg, coming to three-leg dog. Place the left leg in between your arms, circling your arms up in warrior two. Keep the left knee bent and right leg straight, bringing arms parallel to the mat, and look ahead. Now keeping the legs as it is, place the left hand on the mat. Right arm pointing up towards the sky. Now walk both your hands in middle of the mat, coming to wide leg forward fold. Now bring both legs a little closer. Toes pointing out, bend your knees. We'll be rising up in goddess pose. Join both your palms, stretch them up. Keeping your both knees bent, pointing out towards the corners of the mat. From here, transition to triangle pose. Straightening both your legs. Left hand pointing towards the mat and right hand straight up. Right foot forward and left foot in 90 degree. Now rotate your body towards back in revolved triangle pose, placing the opposite hand on the mat and other pointing towards the sky. Now come back to the downward dog, placing both palms on the mat. Let's repeat the whole sequence with the other leg. Coming to three-leg dog by raising the right leg up, placing the leg in between the palms in warrior two, bringing arms parallel to the mat, right knee bent and left leg straight. Keeping legs as it is, place the right hand on the mat in warrior two side angle stretch, left arm pointing towards the sky or at an angle. Now walk both your hands in the middle of the mat, coming to wide legged forward fold. Bring the legs a little closer, coming to goddess pose, with toes pointing out towards the corner of the mat, heels facing each other. Bend both your knees with palms joined up. Transition to triangle pose. From here, left foot forward, right foot in 90 degree, right hand pointing towards the mat and left straight up. Now rotate your body towards back in revolved triangle pose. Opposite hand on the mat and other pointing towards the sky. Now placing both your palms on the mat, come to downward dog pose. Maintain the downward dog for few seconds. Now raise any one leg up and slide it between your arms, coming to swan pose. Now bend the extended leg, rotating your hip and get a hold of the foot with your elbow. Interlock fingers behind your back with elbow pointing forward and up at an angle of around 45 degree and look in the same direction as your elbow points. Now release the pose. Coming back to downward dog. We'll repeat the mermaid pose onto the other side. Now raising the other leg up in three-legged dog, sliding the knee in between your arms, coming to swan pose. Bend the extended leg behind you. Fix the feet in between your elbow. Interlock your fingers behind you. Other shin parallel to the mat or bent a little depending on your flexibility. Look forward or up. Now release the pose, sliding both your legs in front of you. We'll be doing half lotus pose or half padmasana. So extend the left leg in front of you, bend the right knee, placing the right foot on the left thigh, closer to the pelvis. Inhale and raise both your arms up and bend forward as much possible, keeping your back straight. Catch your feet or shins with your hands and hold it. Now release the pose. Interchange your legs. Let's do half lotus pose onto the other side. Extend right leg in front of you. Bend your left knee, placing the left foot on the right thigh, closer to the pelvis, inhaling and raising both your arms up. Bend forward as much possible, getting the hold of your shins or your foot. Slowly lie down on your back. We'll be ending the sequence, doing the last pose of the sequence, which is reclined pigeon pose. Place your right foot on the left knee. Wrap your arms around the left shin and pull it closer. Feel the stretch in your glutes and outer hip rotation due to this pose, also giving rest to your back. We'll be here for a minute. Now interchange your legs, placing the left foot on the right knee, wrapping your arms around the right shin, pulling it closer, relaxing your back. Feel the energy from the ground, helping you relax deeply. Be here for a minute or so. Now we'll be ending with Shavasana, or you may bend your knees, placing your feet on the mat, placing your arms on the stomach. Keeping knees bent will help you relax, and keeping knees bent is sometimes more relaxing than Shavasana, so choose the one favorable to you. Be here in Shavasana for 1 to 2 minutes. Whenever you're completely relaxed, turn towards right side and rise up with help of your arms. Thank you everyone for joining me in this hip flexor yoga stretch sequence. I hope you liked it. Do leave your feedback in the comments below. I'll meet you again in the next video. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet.